You look a little bear. You look a little bear. So what I want to do now, I had you write a few sentences on the board. And what I want you to do is think about each sentence and look at how we amplified each of those sentences by adding additional details in order for us to visualize the sentence, right? We want to be able to picture what's happening more clearly in our heads. This is what we want to do with our reader through our writing. This is how we're showing our voice, right? This is how we're showing setting of a story. This is how we're like I said, amplifying the story just to make sure that we're providing enough detail to where it's vivid, it comes to life, okay? So your picture words, in other words. So I want you to look at the first sentence. The foolish donkeys tumbled head over heels down the mountain. That sentence tells you a few things. It tells you what kind of donkey, foolish, right? Okay. How the donkey tumbled, right? Over head over heels.
Like this?
Mm-hmm. And where it tumbled, down the mountainside or down the mountain. So this is a very good sentence. Now I want you to take that sentence and turn it into a very basic sentence. And then tell me if, the most basic sentence that you have. You know what a sentence is. You know what makes a sentence complete. You know the 5 parts. So what are all the words we can remove to ensure that we have a simple, basic sentence? Go ahead.
Okay. We can remove donkey.
You didn't cross, you said donkey, but crossed out foolish.
I mean, you can take out foolish.
Mm-hmm.
You can take off head over heels.
Mm-hmm.
And you can take off down. And then so the simple sentence is the donkey tumbled the mountain.
That's a completely different sentence, right? So what can we cross out?
I mean, down. You have to keep down that. Okay. The donkey tumbled down the mountain.
Okay. Is this the most basic sentence? Or can you go even basic?
Even basic.
You can, because you know what a sentence must have. Right?
The donkey tumbled.
Very good. So cross out down the mountain. The donkey tumbled.
That's a prepositional phrase.
So if we, down the mountain, prepositional word down. Very good. So if we had a sentence and we said, the donkey tumbled. Mm-hmm. Can you picture that in your mind?
Yeah.
Close your eyes and say the donkey tumbled.
Yes, we can picture that.
So you can picture that. Right?
So the donkey tumbling, I can't picture where it's tumbling down to or anything else.
So is that sentence interesting?
No.
Now close your eyes.
Because what I see is a giant white space with a donkey and it tumbled.
So close your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And now picture this. The foolish donkey tumbled head over heels down the mountain.
Okay, I got this.
Right? You can visualize that a lot better. It makes it more interesting. Now let's look at the second sentence. The wildlife stood stiffly in the middle of the street. Wait, I didn't say the wildlife. What?
The wildlife.
The wildlife?
The wildlife.
Where'd you get that sentence from? The sentence that you're supposed to write down says, the willful elephant stood stiffly in the middle of the street. So let's fix that, please. So the correct sentence says, the willful elephant stood stiffly in the middle of the street. So when you close your eyes, that's a very vivid sentence. You can see what's happening, right? And it gives you lots of details about what's taking place. Make that the most basic sentence that you can make.
Okay. The elephant stood in the street.
The elephant stood in the street. Okay. Is that the most basic sentence? Remember, You know
This elephant
what?
stood. The elephant stood.
The elephant stood. Very good. Now, that's not a very cool sentence, but it's a sentence. So you're seeing how we can take a amplified sentence and bring it to the most basic point, and you see how much information is lost, how much detail is lost when you do that, right? Okay, good. Do the next one. A scared squirrel climbed quickly to a lofty branch. So you don't have to cross it out, just tell it to me.
A squirrel climbed.
Very good. Next one. The white snow flew wildly through the trees.
The snow flew.
Okay. Next one. The bear. So now let's do the opposite. We took an amplified sentence and brought it to the most simple. And then we saw how much vividness it lost.
Yeah.
Just became very boring, mundane. Mundane means boring, right?
Mundane
Blah.
means ordinary.
Oh, mundane means, excuse me. Mundane means ordinary. Okay. No problem.
Cardi B.
Yeah. Okay. So, what do you know about Cardi B? You've been ever listening to that.
No, you told me about that, remember?
Oh, yeah. Okay, I want to say, boy. Okay, back to our regularly scheduled program. Okay, so now I'm going to have you write a very basic sentence, and I want you to amplify or expand that sentence with detail. Bring it to life. I want to visualize and see it when I close my eyes and you read that sentence to me. Write this very simple sentence down. The clown slipped. The clown slipped. Here's another one. The girl laughed. You got a girl. The girl laughed. And then we'll do one more before we go on break. The snake crawled.
Wait, snakes can't crawl.
Okay. So remember we talked about copiousness. Mm-hmm. Copiousness, which means abundance, detailed, to amplify, to expand. So
copiousness was the art of...
That's elocution. Elocution is the art of speaking skillfully, okay? So when we're talking about communication and when we're talking about your oral skills, when I have you present something or I have you record yourself reading something, you want to use proper elocution. And we talked about that. But I didn't say elocution, I said copiousness. And remember, copiousness in your writing means abundance, detailed, expand. Right? Like amplify, to expand, to provide more details, more information to help it so that you can visualize or see something or something becomes vivid within your story. So when you take these sentences and you expand the sentences, right? I want you to expand the sentences to give your readers a more clear and vivid and a interesting picture. Give them an interesting picture. So no boring stuff, okay? And you can be copious by adding adjectives to your sentence and stuff like that, right? Okay, I'm going to give you 1 minute per sentence. Then I'll give you an extra 2 minutes to go over your sentence with yourself. And then I'm going to close my eyes and you're going to read each one. And I want to be able to see whatever you're saying. Okay? Alexa, set the timer for 5 minutes.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
5 minutes, starting now.
All right, go ahead.
So just make these, amplify them.
Yep, amplify them, expand them, make them very copious. You can add adjectives, whatever you want. 1 minute per sentence, 2 minutes to go over them. Yes, I'm ready to hear your amazing sentences. Okay, can I close my eyes?
Yes.
Okay, so first tell me the original, and then say close your eyes. And then say the new one.
The clown slipped.
Okay.
Close your eyes.
Okay.
The clumsy clown traveled through the wet amusement park and fell.
Okay. Now, very good. Let's think about proper elocution. Your pace was good. You paused. You were kind of clear, but you said a word, amusement, but I really didn't understand that word that you said. Amusement.
Amusement park.
But you said it so fast. Amusement park.
Amusement park.
Very good. Amusement park. So I'm going to close my eyes and say it again.
The clumsy clown traveled through the wet amusement park.
Say it again. Traveled.
The clumsy clown traveled through the wet amusement park and fell.
Excellent. Okay, next one.
The wicked witch.
Wait, no. What's the original sentence?
The girl laughed.
The girl laughed. Close my eyes.
Yes.
Okay. Don't forget proper elocution. Okay, go ahead.
The wicked witch, disguised as a girl, laughed as she burned the house.
I like it. Okay, next one.
The snake crawled.
Okay, close my eyes.
The
You didn't say close your eyes.
Close your eyes.
Okay.
The slippery and aggressive venomous snake launched itself at its prey.
Slaunched.
Launched.
Somebody said slaunched. So I'm gonna close my eyes again. Go ahead.
The slippery and aggressive venomous snake launched itself at its prey.
I love it. High five. Did you just high five dap?
No. This is how you have. I told you.
That's a high five dap.
That's a
High dab.
Yeah, that's a high dab.
Oh, high dab.
Yeah, that's a high dab.
Okay, do it again. High dab.
Out.
Oh.
I remember Tanaya was doing that. And she did this. Out.
So go ahead and erase the board and go on your lunch break. Okay, so we're back from break. We're going to take a little break from writing, okay? So you know how to do these math problems. We've done these before, meaning we've talked about like terms, we talked about coefficients, we talked about, positive and negative numbers, integers, and we've also talked about the distributive property. We've talked about those. So, and you have had plenty of practice. We are going to do a review. I want to see what you remember, what you're struggling with, so we can go back over any concepts that you have not mastered. So we're going to do a few of these, and then we're going to take a math break by going back into writing. Okay, you're not going to have to write anything, but we're going to continue discussing our topics. The next topic we're going to review in our writing is the main idea, okay, and how to make sure that the main idea is included within our stories that we write. And then we're going to talk about summaries, okay? So let's get to the math really quick. I want you to do the first one, okay? This should be easy. So the two that I'm going to mention right now, I want you to just take 5 seconds, boom, write the answer and be done. And then we got those two done, okay? The first one on our list, 3x plus 5x. Write the answer. 5 seconds. Go. You don't have to read like that. What? Huh? Stop. Look at what you wrote.
Yeah.
What did you just write?
10x.
Can you tell me how you got 10x?
Yeah.
Tell me.
3 plus 5 is 8. And then x's are 1. So it's an 8 plus 2 equals
What?
10.
Are you serious right now? Or are you playing? Tell me. 3, and what's always in front of a variable?
1.
1. So that is
times 1 is 3.
okay.
Still.
Right. So what's the answer to this, please? Quickly, write it down. Take the top off the marker and write it down. Thank you. Take your time. I know I told you 5 seconds, but I thought you... Write the answer down. 5n minus 9n. Go ahead. Write the answer down. Thank you. Good job. If you didn't get this, I'm like, boy, what is wrong? What is wrong with me and teaching you? Okay, great job. Now, pick a problem. Which one? So you want to do 5 and 6y minus 2? Okay.
No.
So, which one? I thought that's what you said.
Not anymore.
Quickly. Or I will pick one for you.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so let's rewrite that problem over here. And I want you to solve it. So you're going to use the distributive property to solve that problem. You got it? Okay. I want you to get another marker for me, another color, and show me what you're distributing. Here, use this one right here. I have one right here.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know where the black one is. Before you solve it, I want you to show me step by step. You're distributing what to where. Go ahead. So you're sharing the 5 with the 6. And what else are you sharing the 5 to?
The Y.
Very good. So go ahead and rewrite each one of those. What does the parentheses mean?
You do that first.
Yeah, you do those first, which is what you did. You distributed to the items in the parentheses first. But when you have a parentheses next to a number, what operation is that?
Multiplication.
Very good. So let's write each one out. Write it underneath. Yep. So we have, like, don't just write the answer. Write what times what minus what times what. So 5 times 6, very good. You're distributing the 5 to the 6. And then what else are you distributing?
5.
Oh, go ahead and just write the whole thing. You're doing step by step. Write the whole thing. So we have 5 times 6, very good. Minus what? Minus what else are you distributing? Go ahead and write that out too.
5 times Y.
Very good. 5 times y. And then what do we have? What else do we have left over? Minus 2. Now, to make that cleaner for you so you don't get things mixed up, what should you put around your 5 times y and your 5 times x? Yeah, I would do that too. Yeah, good job. Good job. And we're doing that because we want it to remain clean so we don't get confused thinking it's order of operation or something, right? Mm-hmm. So what's 5 times y? Very good. Keep on going. Very good. So now what do we have? We have numbers and variables. What do we do?
Like terms together.
Like terms together. So let's go ahead and put like terms together. 30 minus 2 minus 5y.
That's the best we can do.
That's the best you can do. Good job. So let's put a check behind the other one.
This one?
Okay, erase the board and show me another one you want to do.
No, I mean not the whole board.
No, I mean erase like this problem right here.
Yep.
And then let's do another one. So 30 minus 5y minus 2. Very good for you. Okay, pick another one. Can I pick one for ya?
No. Because I was going to pick the hard one.
No, I was going to pick a hard one, I promise. Just can I pick one for you? It's not hard. I will not pick a hard one.
I know you're going to pick this one.
No, that's easy actually.
Then pick one.
Okay, I want this one here. 4c plus c minus 7c. So let's write that problem out. 4c plus c minus 7c.
First put like terms together.
Very good. I was going to say, talk your problem out. I bit my tongue. Oh.
You okay?
You know when you, not my tongue, but I bit my lip. Ow.
That's so...
I know, I hate that. Yeah.
Right here.
Oh.
Because when
Okay,
you try
go
to
ahead.
eat something...
I know you eat too fast or you bite the side of your,
Like right
inside
here?
your mouth. I know.
Like right here.
Yeah. Okay, keep going. Very good. I was going to tell you...
rip off the skin.
I was going to tell you to combine like terms. Or I'm sorry. I was going to tell you to talk your process out to me. What? What you doing? Wait, what are we doing? Why did you just flip the problem?
I don't know.
No, erase and start. What did you say at first? You said you're going to do what? Yeah, I don't know why you did that either. So what did you say you're going to do?
Put like terms together.
Very good. So the first step is
Put like terms together.
No, you wrote your problem wrong. Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't mean to write the problem like that. It's okay. Okay, so you're putting like terms together. Can you tell me why did you rewrite this here? What operation goes with this?
Multiplication.
No. What operation goes with 7C?
Subtraction.
So why are you putting addition there? What operation goes with the C?
Addition.
So, okay. I would have done this. I would have combined it completely different than you, but that's fine. So negative 3C plus C equals negative 2C. Very good. What I would have done, I would have just said 4C plus 1C is 5C. 5C minus 7C is
2C.
2C. But pay attention. Is this answer correct or incorrect?
No, incorrect.
What should the answer be? Negative 2C. Excellent. Okay. So next time if you see your like terms are all the same, it's okay to just go in order. Okay? Because this could have gotten you messed up. If you just did it in order, 4C plus C is 5C, and then wrote 5C minus 7C, you would have absolutely remembered to do 2C. So do you remember what we talked about when we do integers and we're subtracting integers?
Yep.
So if we would have done it the way I just said, right? 5C minus 7C. That would have been our problem, right? What are you supposed to do when you have subtraction with integers? What do we automatically do? What's the rule? So this is a negative, right? Yeah. It's also subtraction. But to not get confused, what should we always do to the sign?
Turn that to an addition, turn that to negative.
Exactly. So when you do that, you'll never forget that this is a negative.
When I'm doing something
Very
like that,
good.
do you know how I remember?
How?
I do 7 minus 5 equals 2. And I'm like, it's going to be negative, so add the negative sign.
Oh, put the negative down.
2.
So yeah, you put the negative down. Blah, blah, blah. You put the negative sign first. Very good. Next one. Let's put a check by that one, and let's move on to the next one. Let's do 2 or 3 more, and then we'll move to back to writing, and then we'll go back and finish these. I'm not going to help you with the rest. I'm not going to talk at all. I'm going to let you just work it out. But can I pick?
No.
It's easy one. It's an easy one. Which one did you pick? Okay, 2x minus 6. Oh, wait. Talk it through. So you're looking at it. Wait. Okay. So I know I said I wasn't going to talk, but I want you to remember. So when I say talk it through, right? Talk your process through. I want you to say, what do you notice? Better yet, what do you notice between this problem and the other problem? What's the difference between this problem and the other problem? Between this problem and this problem that we just did. What's the difference? What's the major difference?
How this one goes into it says it's equal something.
Equal.
Because if this equals something, then you would have had to keep on going at the end.
Okay, very good. Okay, so I want you to say that as well. I want you to point out the different things. So there's 2 things I want you to point out here. Oh, I have an equal, which means I have to bring something over. And then I have a negative or a subtraction sign with a larger number, which is an integer. So I have to do something else. Okay, I'm stopping. Go. Sorry. Did you just say thank you?
Yes.
Okay.
First, we put like terms together. And then put everything else. 2x equals 24. And then we do divided by 2 to bring it over to this
We don't put our division sign like that in algebra.
And then you do.
No, we don't go down. Always bring down. No, don't go horizontal.
X equals 12. Now you need this big.
That is correct. Excellent job. Okay, erase. Put a
Because
check.
6 times 2 is 12. No, that isn't right. Because
I don't know. Let's plug it in. Let's see. 2 times 12 equals 24. So what's 2 times 12? Write it out. I want you to write it out. What's 2 times 12?
I did. 2 times 12.
Now write the answer out. 24. Now let's keep going. What does this equal? What's 2 times 12?
24.
Right, 24 equals.
No, minus 6 equals 18.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're going back up here. You are correct.
And then minus 6. I was like, how that and that equals 18.
Okay, so write it down.
So that means
18 equals 18. So is your answer correct?
yes.
Very good. Good job. All right. You got this. You got this.
No, that's thunder though.
Oh, the thunder. You're scared?
No,
Ooh,
it just gives me a
thunder and lightning. Thunder.
thunder.
Okay. What are those?
Twinkle toes.
Twinkle toes. Okay, we need to cut those nails. Seriously.
No, but look at this now. It's weird.
But it's long. I have to cut it.
No, see,
That's because it's not. That's because you're not keeping your nails cut properly.
it cut itself and go back.
No, it didn't cut itself. Well, it probably got cut or torn off from like a shoe, or you're hitting something, or I don't know.
Oh yeah, I always done this time.
Now back to our regularly scheduled program. Okay. Can you cross out what you've done? 'Cause everything is green. It's hard for me to see. Cross out everything you've done. You've done that. You've done that. You've done that. Go ahead. Cross out the 2. And then the top one. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 left. Okay, 2 more. I want to do 2 more. Go back to writing, and then go back to. Can I pick it?
No. Because you're gonna pick something hard.
Okay, come on.
Aren't you? Because it's only hard stuff left.
I'm gonna pick something I think is easy.
Okay, fine. Pick
Okay, this one right here.
there, that's one I was gonna pick.
Okay, let's rewrite it. X cubed. Can you write it up here? That's too close to the other problem. You have all this space over here. There you go. Nice and big. X cubed minus. Okay, that's it. All that other stuff tells you what each variable stands for. So I always tell you, like if you are rewriting a problem, before we start solving, what do?
PEMDAS.
Listen to my question.
I wrote it correctly.
Thank you. So let's make sure you wrote it correctly. Right? Now, variables have, each variable has a number that coincides. So somewhere on top of here, I want you to write what each variable equals. So the problem says x equals 3, and it also says y. Make sure we wrote it out properly. Is that what the problem has?
Yep.
Yep. So now, before you start solving, you're going to look at the problem and you're going to tell yourself all the things you know about the problem. Okay? So we know what? Focus on the math. What do we know?
X equals 3 and y equals -1.
Okay? And we know variables and numbers next to each other. What does that mean?
Multiplication.
Multiplication. So you don't want to forget those things, right? So what do we do now? What do we do now?
Now we solve.
No, we're not solving. We are doing what?
Now we simplify.
Okay, you can call it simplify. We're replacing our variables with, nope, that's not how you do it.
This is
I need you to listen to what I'm telling you. I didn't tell you to solve. This is solving.
simplify.
What I want you to do is what? You're solving it, but you're not rewriting the problem with the proper information. So 3, very good, minus 2. Go ahead. Okay, excellent. Now,
It took you a while to process that.
I know, took you a while to process it. Okay, now, very good. Keep going. What do we do next?
Then we solve.
Okay. Step by step. I don't want you to do everything together.
3 times 3 is 9, and 9 times 3 is 27.
That's right, 27 and
the
read.
whole problem.
Very good. I know some people could say, well, just solve it as you're going. No, because that's how we get confused, right? So 27. Wait. Pay attention. This is why this is the problem we're getting confused with. Do it properly. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Very good. Thank you. Okay. Wait. Stop solving. Stop solving and pay attention step by step. What's next? Because you're about to solve it and you might solve it wrong. What do you see? What do you see in your problem right here? In your final problem that you have. Yeah, you got it. That was correct. You put it down. Very good. So now you have your final problem.
Mm-hmm.
What do we need to do before you just start solving?
Make sure that you got everything right.
Okay. We were doing that as you were going. Very good. So now, before we solve the final problem, look at your problem and tell me what you should do to the final problem before you give me the answer. Look at the final problem. No, you weren't looking. Stop. Look at me. You are listening, or are you hearing me?
Hearing.
But you're not listening and paying attention, okay? Because you are looking somewhere else as I am telling you what to do. So, point to the problem. Before we solve it, what step are you missing? What do we need to do here before you give me an answer? Look at it. What do we do? What do you see? What do you see? I don't need exhale from you. I need you to. Thank you. Now what's the answer? Because I promised you were not going to give me the right answer. Very good. That's correct. Excellent job. All right. Let's go ahead.
Cross it out.
And cross it out. And let's do one more. Can I pick it?
No.
It'll be an easy one.
Yes. No, I'm gonna pick now.
Okay, how about this one? This is easy.
Yeah.
This one is easy. This one is easy too.
Easier.
Okay, go ahead. So let's write it out. 3. Well, I won't tell you.
Oh, you tried to make me forget about that problem, didn't
Doo,
you?
doo, doo. Okay, let's go.
That was a problem.
I will be completely silent, I promise. Just
Were you just talking like that?
talk it out. I know. Go ahead. I need to hear you.
Put like terms together.
Very good.
Rewrite your problem. Divide to bring.
Wait.
Wait. Divide to bring your number over.
Wait, before you go on, you're correct. But I want you to say, since I have an equal sign, I need to divide and bring it over.
And I have an equal sign, I need to divide the number and bring it over.
Wonderful.
And at the end, we get r equals 5. Oh, let's test our answer.
Very good. I love it. It is raining outside. Kind of hard.
Yes.
Very good. All right. Scratch that one out. Let's go take a break from our review. Let's go back to writing. And then you are going to finish the last 2 problems on your own. I'm going to give you 10 minutes to do both problems and to also double check where you can. And then we're going to be done for the day, boo.
Oh my gosh. I actually get done in 3 hours. Wow. This is a surprise. I never thought I could do this in my life. I thought
Okay, stop. It's called sarcasm. Okay, let's get back. So we're going to focus on main idea and choosing a fitting moral, okay? So you know what a moral is. We talked about morals before, right?
Yep.
Okay. So what I want you to do is read these 6 fables, okay? And I want you to choose which moral do you think goes or is the most appropriate for each of these fables that you're going to read in this book. Okay? It shouldn't take you long at all. Another thing you're going to have to do is you're going to have to write your own fable with a fitting moral. But we just talked about some examples of stories, right, from the news, and how those stories can have fables, and how a great source of finding stories is from the news. And I read to you one of those. You're going to have to write something similar. Okay? So we can watch those little crime stories, the little funny crime stories where things happen to people who are trying to do something bad, or you can make one up yourself. Okay? So hold on. I'm going to read it. Let me read this one again. Okay? So you can think about it, and then you're going to write it. So you're going to, let me explain. You're going to read these fables, or not fables, but you're going to read these mini stories, attach them to the correct fable, and then as homework, you're going to do your class writing assignment, and you're going to have my fable or my story with the moral. After you're done writing it, like you always do, take a picture, upload it to Seesaw, and then record yourself reading it. Think about proper elocution as you are recording yourself reading your story. Okay, so here's an example of a great source of material for writing fables in the daily news. So close your eyes and think of this. Okay. Once there was a bank robber who ran out of a bank with sacks of money in his hands. He jumped into a waiting car and shouted, get going, hurry up before the cops come in. At that point, the robber turns around and realizes he accidentally jumped into the police car and was talking to the police officer. Yes, that actually happened. Okay? So think of your own and then write it and then tell me what the moral of the story is.
So can I tell you another something I got?
Okay.
So a robber was trying to rob a house.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me. That's your story.
This isn't mine. No, this isn't mine. This is another inspiration that I can get from. So
Wait. Is this real or you're making one up right now?
This is real.
Okay. And you don't want to use it for your story and create a moral?
No, I do. This is like.
Okay, go ahead.
This is like how you read that to me.
Oh, okay.
I'm reading that so I can get another.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
So a robber tried to rob a house,
Mm-hmm.
and so they were in like a family party,
Mm-hmm.
and so the dad told a joke that no one laughed at,
Mm-hmm.
and then the robber laughed, and then they heard it.
Oh, yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah.
So when you're telling, I remember that one. Yeah. So now when you're telling your story, add a little bit of vividness. Amplify it just a little, but not too much. We don't want to have like a summary where you're losing all the awesomeness or the vividness of your story, but you still want to amplify it a little bit. But yes, I remember that. So the robber broke into the house because no one was there, and then they were robbing the place, and they heard someone coming to the door, and they ran to the attic, right? They ran to the attic, and the whole day, as people were doing their normal things, cooking, clean, it isn't funny committing crimes. Why aren't you laughing? You don't get it? It's not funny committing crimes.
No.
That could be a moral because the guy was laughing. That was the whole point of the story, right? That was the whole plot. That was the climax of the story. Well, not climax, but you get what I'm saying. So how about the one that I just read to you about the robbers? Give me a moral for that one. He went to the bank, robbed it, ran outside with the bags of money. He was hoping that was his runaway car, but found out it was a police car. He jumped into a police car. Hurry up.
So the robber in black and
No. Give me the moral. Don't tell me a story. Don't amplify it. Just give me a moral. Give me a moral to that one. Crime doesn't pay. Get it?
It does pay though. It pays a lot.
That's not funny.
It's true though.
Okay.
I got one.
Go ahead.
Robbers end up friends.
Are you done on the phone, Jeremiah? Are you done? All right.